tiny. Look at this big camera. Sony shooting all this little stuff.
Alright, so it has a full resolution screen, a 32 gigabyte flash drive, and no moving hard drive in this. There's the video camera, and of course there's the stills camera out the back.
Good, yeah.
Complete line of Sony Blu-ray disc products, or visit our creativity area where you can shoot, edit, and enjoy your own HD content. You can even access and enjoy high definition over the internet using our new Bravia Internet Video link. Now, further down is our Behind the Lens Pavilion, where you'll learn why Sony provides more digital imaging solutions than anyone, from the Sony Ericsson CyberShot phone to a full line of CyberShot point-and-shoot cameras to our Alpha Digital SLR that's compatible with dozens of different lenses. We're also launching 16 new Handycam camcorders that offer you a variety of ways to shoot and store standard or high-def content. Some of them also feature advanced CMOS technology and XD color capability. It's the only next-generation game platform that truly enables you to play beyond. So learn more about what's hot at Sony. Visit all of our product stations located around the floor. And for more information, just take one of these exhibit maps, which also contains a complete schedule of events for the Sony Backstage Theater. So thanks for your attention, everyone, and enjoy the show.
Like this, change the page on the cat. You just got to figure out how to get a book up for you now.
What would you like to know about it? I'd like to know how to use it. Okay. I understand what it is, but I want to know how to use it. Okay. So you've downloaded the book. You download
Begin reading it. The menus here.
And here you can actually do collections. So if you had a certain, certain author that you wanted all of his collections in there, you can have all of them there. So there's different ways of just looking at it. So in here, the best way to read things on this is by going with using
So if I
these
don't
numbers.
like the way it's set.
And if you want to resize the font, you just press the size button down here. I read this book. Oh, okay. MP3s as well. Oh, you can? Yeah. Yeah. So it's really a multimedia type. Somewhat.
Is that plan for it?
You need one client per PC, correct?
You have to buy it.
Right, it's $29 for that. Generally speaking, most people don't get more than one or two because they have other devices that they view them on.
With the audience, do you think it'll change the way we all make? Or will you have better ideas that are coming out? Will there be new filmmakers that come out?
You know, I mean, again, going back to, if you look recently at the fad of this Lonely Girl, here was a 2-minute little web blog that captivated the world. I mean, like, everyone, most people, if you go up to them on the street and ask what Lonely Girl is, have heard of her. And what was this? Lonely Girl was a 2-minute thing these people did, and they did it for next to nothing. I think we're going to see more and more of that, especially with avenues like FearNet. That if you're given the ability to go out and shoot something and put it up for others to see, I think it's great.
Well, it does. You'll get back to the point we talked about. There's a lot of people who want to do a lot. There's a lot of opportunity, but it's hard to wade through it. I mean, do you see these filmmakers as your future competitors, or how do you look at them?
Well, no. I mean, but I think it's great because a lot of people don't have the resources to go into a lionsgate or a studio. These people that live in the middle of nowhere and aren't have the access to do it. This is a great way for their stuff to be seen. And who knows? For every 1,000 posts, there might be one that's great, but that one that's great.
But they've got the talent, they've got the eye. When we first met Daren, you had made some music videos, you had made some short films, but you weren't really known. But you came in and you just captivated the room, and we knew you were the right guy for Saw 2, and then we were lucky enough to have you on Saw 3. But if you didn't have that access, I don't know how you would have gotten to us. As you say, a lot of people who live in other places, now they can send in their user-generated content. Diane and her team can judge, what's working, as well as the fans judging by what's working by when they vote. and next thing you know, they'll end up with a production deal at Lionsgate or with Sony, and they'll be making a short film or an episode for television or maybe even a feature film. It gives us the opportunity to see their talent well before we have to be sold on their talent.
The other thing that's we're finding on the website, which is interesting, is that with this audience who's about 18 to 34, probably a lot of them are 12 to 34, is that they all have sophisticated computers, and they are actually making us artwork that they're sending to us and that we're now putting up on the site. So you can be participatory in this new space, in this new media space, not just by trying to be a filmmaker, but you can do it either through writing, through blogging, or you can do it through your art and sending up, graphic art.
But it lets me reach out to the fans, for the fans to see them. I mean, you always have film festivals, but what percentage of the population or fans can actually go to a film festival? Most everyone has the internet. Most everyone can log on. So to be able to see the things that I'm working on in between the saws, I think it's great.
And Diane, I guess the other question is, FearNet is only the first of what we hope will be a number of other opportunities.
Yeah, I think we do believe that this is sort of the changing point for cable or for television, that this whole idea of on demand, that people want to watch things when they want to watch it and they want to be their own programmer. We do think that we're sort of at this tipping point in the industry where television as we know it will change because people want to be in control of their own destiny and when they want to watch things. And it'll be interesting whether it's, be curious from you creatively, does it change the way people are going to be making things? Do you make things shorter, longer?
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting question. I mean, the one thing that I can say that it really does change is the fact that you don't have to wait these long periods of times in between projects. There's, before, like we were just saying before, there could be a year to 3 years in between movies coming out. Now it allows filmmakers to actually go out and continue to work and have an avenue for an audience and continue to build your audience. As a filmmaker, I want to have an audience that follows me, and FearNet would allow me to continually build my audience and grow in between films.
Well, you also referenced a really interesting point. Darren made a short film recently because he has a concept for making a movie which is not an easy one for studios to grasp, and we're close friends and we've made 2 movies together, and yet even I'm not sure exactly what it is. And so for Daren, it was an opportunity. He made a short film. We're going to put it up on FearNet. Suddenly, not only do studios get to see what it is, but the fans do. And if the fans respond, they say, we like this and we want to see this kind of product, it gives us the greater opportunity to be able to feel that our money is well spent, our time is well spent, invested in this project, which is not your typical project.
It's like a trial thing. I mean, it shows me what works and what doesn't work. I mean, by putting it up here and having an avenue where fans can talk on the message boards, it lets me see what's working with it and how the fans are really going to respond.
So now we're kind of free-flowing here.
To niche a niche, right? Where you had television, which is broadcast, so it was broad, then you got cable, that was a niche. I think we are in this second phase where it's a niche of a niche. So whether you're going to get that on VOD or maybe you'll get that on a website, I think also as older people start using the web more and understand that it's easy to watch streaming videos, on our website, you just turn it on and it comes at you, and it comes at you. You don't have to download it, you don't have to wait 10 minutes, it's right there. And I do think that it will put a lot of content that hasn't actually been seen, put it out there again, in the way that cable put those movies out there again.